These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 of them to build my team. In today's challenge, we are forced to take the oldest player of the three. After all our decisions have been made for us by the randomizer, we will assemble this team in NHL 25 and simulate with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. I created a community post asking for some draft ideas, and you guys did not disappoint. Today we are going to be taking the oldest player on the screen, and from that also spawns a lot of other videos, because we could do take the youngest player, I could also do take the tallest, shortest, stuff like that. And then just now, like 5 minutes ago, while I was setting up for this, I thought, why can't I do a guess who's the oldest player? So we have a bunch of videos lined up down the road. Ideas are back flowing again. Thank you. On that note, let's get started with taking the oldest player, and if there's a tie, I get to select one. Eriksson Ek is the oldest. I can't lie to you, that's actually a really solid start. It's gonna be Jamie Benn. Yeah. It's not Slavkovsky, I'll tell you that for free. You know what? I'm not upset with Ben either. Would he have been the one I selected there? No, but I'm okay to have him on the team. We get Nas. Marcus Foligno. I swear I've never seen Jimmy Superstar show up in this. That is so unfortunate. But either way, we get a guy that I love drafting because he's always top of the league for PIMS. This is fire. We get to just soar through this. Chandler Stevenson. I know at one point he was actually like an 87 overall with some abilities. I don't think he had the best season, so might not be that anymore. But we'll see. Also a Caps legend. Yeah, here we go. Rupe Hintz. Ooh. Oh man, Mangiapane just ruined our chances of getting Rupe Hintz by one. By a single year. We do already have a lot of centers, but that wouldn't have changed anything. I would have taken Rupe Hintz every day of the week and twice on Sunday. The only silver lining is that we got a capital, and we will not be getting one this time. Instead, we get Raquel, or Rickard Rackle, as I like to call him. Next up, we've got, no, not him, 2BC GM legend. And we get Jimmy Superstar showing up again. What's up with that? Dadonov! I don't know why, but the camera keeps... That's so unfortunate. The camera keeps losing focus, so hopefully it turns out all right. We get the other Foligno. 3/4 of the way through our forwards, it could be... Oh, man. We couldn't miss there. I mean, obviously, Will Nye is the guy to go for, and he's the one we're getting. But regardless, what a selection. I think I already asked this in a previous video, but in case you didn't see that one, what do we think of Utah's new logo and name? Yay? Nay? I'm down. Our penultimate forward... Could it be Roy? It is. We're seeing a lot of duplicates here. Velarde showing up again. We got Maxime, but no, another centerman. And our final forward. No. You know what? I think is he a sniper? I think so. So that kind of works out. We need snipers on the team. Batherson and Hintz, probably both better than him in overall. C'est la vie. There's a lot of really good young defensemen. Jake Bean. He should be like at least low 80s, no? There's definitely some talented older defensemen, like Riley would be nice. Larson is okay too. I think I would have rather had Morgan Riley, but hey, I don't get to pick. I'm also shocked that we haven't had a tie yet. That seems insane to me. Zach Bogosian. All right, is that 3 right-handed defensemen? I know that's at least 2. Our 4th defender is, oh, it's not going to be Kulak. It's 100% going to be Luke Schenn, another right-handed defenseman. What are we doing? Second to last defender, we will not be getting Guhle. Oh. I didn't really say what I would do if we got a same player, so I'm assuming that is going to be a high 70 overall forfeit. Well, that sucks, but we do have one left. Please redeem this defensive core. I don't even know who we could get. It's going to be in Cole, 100%. Yeah. At least he's lefty. That works out kind of good for us. Goaltending, I like our chances of getting a good tendy, but honestly, who knows? All right, first set of goaltenders. Charlie Lindgren. No, man. All right, Capitals legend. He's not going to be the best overall. That is free information. I'm not going to charge you for that one. Last and potentially least, Karel Vejmelka. We're going to get Lyon. At least our offense is decent. I still see comments saying that goaltending does not matter in this virtual game. So this is going to be an experiment for that. It's not like we have the best decor in the world either, but hey, we don't need goaltending, allegedly. Let's jump over to National Hockey League 25, assemble this roster, and see if we stand a chance. The team has been assembled. We are here on NHL 25, and your Denver Dusters are 86 overall in Division 1. Not great. not great, but everyone loves a good underdog story. Pump the brakes, J-Bro, you have been banished to the Shadow Realm. I will have you know that this team was salary cap compliant. We had 3.3 million left, which, I mean, we're 86 overall, so I hope we're cap compliant. We're barely. Lance Boyle, I'm up here, buddy. Hands off. To be fair, we had Willie, and then our next best player was 86 overall, I think. We don't have a sniper on the first line, but these guys could score goals still, right? Maybe, hopefully. The chemistry isn't bad. I'm down for this. Actually, if I move Marcus Flano up in place of his brother, we get a +2 on our third line. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. What if I do that? Ooh, still not good. All right, we're gonna have to talk to these guys, but Tobias was our 70 overall forfeit player. This might be one of the worst decors I've ever had. And truthfully, I can see it in the Stanley Cup final. I'm optimistic. Time to go try and get these players to buy in. There was not a whole lot of buying in, unfortunately. We're going to have to revisit that. But for the time being, we've got 3-2-2 on our offense. Our defense is all right, except for this final pair here, who have a heated rivalry. And our two goaltenders, both 83 overall. Phenomenal. For some reason, I think our second line's gonna go off, but I'm still gonna say that Willie Styles gets the most points with 91. This team gets 43 wins and sneaks in. Let's see it happen. Who says no? Anyone? No? Perfect. It definitely seemed like the defense were more willing to buy in compared to the offense. A lot of them just said, get out of here. That's actually crazy. It just popped up in the bottom right that a song named Heavy is currently playing, I guess, in the game. And I'm listening to Heavy by Collective Soul because I have my NHL Heaters playlist going. I would say my primary objective is to get that bottom pair of defense to buy in because they are -3. A 10-9 win, 19 goal game. That's absurd. Yes, Tobias, let's go. Zach, you're not that guy, pal. Just buy into the scheme. Yes. Are you kidding me? That went well. There's only two players I need to convince, and that is Jamie Benn and Luke Shen on defense. But our chemistry's looking nice. We got the 5-3-2. I'm very curious to see what the defense looks like now. A 6-point difference from -3 to +3. That is heat. Let the Dusters cook. Let them go. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, but we're actually doing all right. Obviously, we have a few losses together, and all of a sudden we're not doing great, but if we can keep up our current pace, I like where this is headed. Will be a nice top 10 finish. We won't get the President's Trophy curse, which is ideal. I'm still seeing so many conflicting things in the comments. People want me to do trades. People don't want me to do trades. So it's kind of just, I don't know. It is what it is. I might trade here and there, or maybe I'll do specific videos where I have to trade. Thank you for that, Central Scout. All right, guys, don't win too many games here. Let's settle down. We don't want to be first place or anything. That's insane. Jamie Benn just has an attitude issue. Things are going well in Denver at the moment. We are second in the division, only 1 point back. Nope, we are officially in first. We certainly aren't the youngest team in the league, though, so maybe the post-trade deadline collapse is going to hit us harder than ever. Ooh, the Islanders have canned Patrick Waugh. Can't do it. We're cooking. These guys just won 3 games in a row going into the deadline. Not interested. Continue simming. That's crazy. Pretty sure I set this to star players only. Luke, my brother. Please. Yes. And then there was one. Don't do this to me, Jamie. Don't do this. What a guy. What a guy. Second line remains at a +3 somehow. I'm not sure how that happens. This pair did jump up to a +4, so we got that going for us. I can't really tell. Just based on this sample size, it's all over the place. I don't know if our goaltenders are doing good or if we're just outscoring our problems at the moment, because there's a lot of games here where we're not letting in a lot of goals. I wouldn't say we're getting had by the post-trade deadline collapse. The Rangers have overtaken us in the division. We've already clinched a playoff spot. 2 big wins there. If we win out, we could actually have 50, which would be insane. Let's see if we can do it. Minnesota Wild shootout loss. That's fine with me. We take the point. A win against Toronto. San Jose not doing great, and we win. So we were right there, and our first round victim is the Toronto Maple Leafs, which, funny enough, is where our best player came from. We did end up on top of our division, 104 points and 49 wins. The Oilers take home the President's Trophy with 118. We are right here, 5th in the league. That is awesome. A great spot to be. It was not the top 16 teams. Detroit got finessed. Willie leading the team. Look at this guy go. 41 tucks, 98 points. Kadri had 92 points and 43 goals. I told you that second line was going to go crazy. Chandler 78. 75 from Eriksson Ek. This is actually impressive considering how mediocre our defense core was. We have 34 from Bean, 33 from Larson, a couple of 28s here. Certainly did not have good goaltending, so we were outscoring our problem. Well, you know what? Actually, Charlie Lindgren played really well. Lyon, on the other hand, nope. Vazzy had the most wins in the league. He was cleared as well. 6 more over Swayman and Bobrovsky. He also had a 918, so he might get some hardware here. I do see a 919 for Igor. Your defensive leader is Quinn Hughes. He also had 18 tucks, 88 points overall. Cale Makar over point a game. What does the Fox say? Exactly point a game. Holy trombones in a tuba factory did this guy have a season. 122 points for Reinhart, 85 hamburger helpers. We got 58 bingos from... Wow. Okay. Sorry, I got interrupted midpoint because I see 68 down there from Nate Mack, you absolute sicko. Yeah, he wins the Rocket Richard, no doubt. Pasta actually had 59, so he's right up there too. Patty Maroon, 144 pims. Sam Carrick with 106. That's interesting. Flano's third. Tage Thompson fourth. What? Matthew Tkachuk, the most clutch player. 12 GWGs. The Willie list, Toronto Maple Leafs have John Tavares on the first line with Matthews and Marner. No surprise there. Their second line, Kampf, Domi, and Nyes. I feel like Domi needs to be an 84, I would say. Anyway, depth, it looks okay. They're actually pretty stacked defensively. Riley and Carlo, Tanev, McCabe. It's just very shut down. They have Stellars backed up by Wall. We're in one. And before we get started here, I would like to go to our own goaltend. Oh, they already have Lindgren starting. Okay, perfect. First 3 games, everybody knows the rules. Let's see how we fare against the Maple Leafs. We start off with a big 7-4 win. Ooh, an overtime loss. That hurts. And we lose again, 5-0. That one wasn't even close. Come on, Willie, step up against your former team here. Take them down. It's going to be a first round L, isn't it? After finishing 5th in the league, having a great season, we get swept in a gentlemanly fashion. You hate to see it, you really do. Stanley Cup final is between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Winnipeg Jets. Gary Bettman is quaking. We already saw what the Maple Leafs looked like. It is time to look at the Jets roster. They have Connor, Scheifele, and Ehlers. That's a nasty first line. I'd say Toronto's first line is probably slightly better. No, you know what? It's hard to say. Overall wise, I think they're pretty equal, but I would give Toronto the advantage because Matthews scores like on command. Second line absolutely goes to the Jets. Perfetti, Velarde, and Niederreiter, insane. They have 85 overall. Captain Lowry centering the third line with Iafallo and Appleton. Their depth is nuts. Defensively, they got Morrissey, Sandberg, DeMello, Jensen, Giordano. Pionk! And Bucky tending the goal. So they absolutely have the advantage in the cage. One game at a time. Let's see who is going to emerge as your Stanley Cup champion. Right now, Toronto takes a 1-0 series lead, but the Jets tie it right up. Toronto bounces back with another win. We have a solid pattern going on here. Just exchanging wins. Another win for Toronto. Will the pattern continue or will they break it and win the Stanley Cup? This is crazy. Literally 1-for-1. Winnipeg has to break the streak here if they want to win the cup, and they can't do it. That was the most fair playoff battle I've ever seen. 1-for-1, literally. Calder Cup champions is the Hartford Wolfpack. We had decent offense. Roy had a 37.5 shooting percentage. Insane. He only had 3 goals, but I guess he just didn't. Yeah, he had 8 shots. 4 points for Bean. 2 each. Good for you. We got exposed in our goaltending position. That makes sense. Toronto does like to score goals. Maybe they didn't have the goaltender advantage. Anthony Stellars, 927 save percentage. To be fair, Bucky did really well, but that is crazy. 5 shutouts as well. Morrissey is your defensive leader. Well, not necessarily, because we got Miro here who did it in 8 less games. Morgan Riley tied Morrissey, except he was a 0. Opposed to a -2. And your Conn Smythe winner is going to be none other than Mitchie Marner. 35 points in 24 games played. Matthews had 18 tucks, 32 points. McDavid and Draisaitl tried. He had 12 goals in 18 games, 24 points and 23 respectively. Samwise gets the Art Ross, but Nikita Kucherov gets the Hart Memorial. He just had to break up the combo.
You kidding me?
Cale Makar still gets the Norris, so that's interesting. Reinhart, another one. Lady Bing. Michkov awarded the Calder. Marner with the Conn Smythe, as we saw. The Vezina goes to Logan Thompson. Stewie with the William M. Jennings. Parayko voted the Bill Masterton recipient. Huska gets the Jack Adams. Selke to Sid the Kid, because who else? Kucherov grabs the Ted Lindsay, but as we saw, the Rocket Richard goes to Nate Mack. Not even close. Here is your playoff tree. Denver had a great season, but again, the playoffs came and we did not show up. It's all right. We still got a lot of chances here. We've got all summer before NHL 26 drops, and we've got a lot of draft ideas. So thank you guys for your comments. Thank you for commenting on that community post as well. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate if you subscribed. You don't have to. I'm just saying it'd be like really cool and stuff. So, you know, another sim, another time without a Stanley Cup.